Okay, so hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, I already tried recording this once and I recorded the whole explanation and I lost all the audio. And I tried doing a voiceover, like I just have the video and I just try to re-record explaining my whole Notion academic setup again by just trying to follow the video, but yeah, it just didn't work out. And so here I am filming both the audio and video again. Hopefully this time I won't lose the audio while editing. So yeah, for today's video we are going to see my Notion academic setup. So I have two separate Notion setups, one for my academics and one for my personal setup. Yeah, so I use the free personal plan for both of them, and today I'm going to be showing you my academic setup. There's no specific reason why I have them separate. I don't know what logic I used in keeping these two spaces separate, but I have them separate. So yeah, the first page I want to show you the first page I'm going to show you is my weekly agenda, which I just call my agenda. And the first thing we have here, okay, also I just want to mention something. The setup, how I'm filming this is clearly the Notion is in my laptop and I'm filming it using my phone, and I'm just using a stack of books, and my phone is leaning on my water bottle to get an angle. I hope it does not fall down, but that's why the quality isn't as great. I could have easily probably downloaded a screen recorder and just recorded the screen on my laptop, but my laptop, this is not my laptop, it's a shared device and everybody in my family uses it, so I don't want to leave any traces of having a YouTube channel. And I'm also like, my technological knowledge is like close to zero, so I don't want to, I never forget, I never know what I will forget to delete, so I don't want to leave any traces of that. So my phone is like completely my own device, so I can like record on that. Also, the Notion, I have a pen to keep it safe. Yeah. I wanted to say something else. Yeah, also this laptop is pretty old and I don't know if it will even be able to. I've seen a lot of these Notion setups and people's laptops start making noises like in between. they just start overheating, so I'm scared my laptop will just not be able to take it. And it's also been through some physical injuries. It's fallen down a few times and it's gone through a lot of surgeries, like repairs and all whatnot. So yeah, that's why the setup is pretty bad. That's why the video is pretty bad. But I love watching these videos, other people's Notion setups, and I think it's really inspiring and also entertaining. So I just want to share my Notion setup. I have been using Notion for about 6 months now, but like I was using it only on my phone initially, like I said, because my laptop is a shared device. I did not want to even have my Notion, which is very personal to me. It's like almost having my diary, but like anybody can read it. Not that they should not, but yeah. And I shifted to my laptop, I guess like 2 or 3 months ago, and only since then I have been using my academic setup. So my personal, I feel like my personal setup is a little more what's the word I'm looking for? It has a lot of many aspects. It has a lot more aspects than this is a much more simpler one. So without any more blabbering, let's just get into it. The first thing we have here is, I get these icons from, I I believe it's called Notion. If you just type Notion icons for free, you'll get them. Yeah, it's just minimalist, simple icons, and I really like them. And I have this cover image from, I believe, Unsplash. It's just the weekly spread, so it's very perfect for my weekly agenda. The first thing I have here is a quote which says, "It is all about who you become on the journey, not at all about how far your journey reaches." It's just like a reminder to not get so caught up on the minute details and trying to perfect them and trying to do it all and try to be a perfectionist. It's just that keep trying and keep trying your best, and that's enough. Yeah. So the next thing we have here, also excuse me if you can see my hands because I'm trying to navigate. I don't even have a mouse, so it's a little difficult, and like the laptop screen is a little angled again for the phone to be able to be parallel to that, but so I can't see the screen properly, and also I'll have to navigate, so it's like this. So I have to use this thingy. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know why I'm showing this, but yeah, I have to. Oh my god, please don't tell me I'm gonna lose the angle. Oh my god, no, I'm not losing it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so what was I saying? This is such a mess, but I'm not gonna stop recording and re-record from the starting because then I'm never gonna record this. Yeah. So then below the quote, we have my OBG clinics page, which is just this icon has nothing to do with OBG. Again, you have this quote. You'll find this quote everywhere on my academic setup. It's just constantly there in all the pages. It's just a list of topics that I have. Oh god. Topics that I have to study for this clinics that I have going on right now. So yeah, that's just a very simple one. It's just a list of to-dos. That's about it. There's nothing much there. Sorry about that. Okay. The next thing beneath that is this new week template. It's just, if I click on it, it's just a template button. If I click on it, this whole weekly spread that I have beneath it will be created. So I can do I'll show you. Wait. So if I click on this, there's this new toggle created. So I can say the next week is from this date to this date of July, and then all of this. I can start, adding tasks and dragging them to whatever day I'm planning on doing it. But I'm going to delete this right now because I don't need it. So, yeah, so I can just, if I don't do the task, I can do my weekly planning on the Sunday or the Monday of the week, which I'm planning for. That's about it. If I don't get them done throughout the week, I just put them in later. Or it also contains the tasks or the topics that I have to study. This is only my studying, so it's going to contain only my study related tasks. Actually, so I'll try to finish these in this week. And then if I finish it within this week, then I can start doing the later ones as well. And once the week is over, since it's all under this nice toggle, you just close it up and drag it into this weekly archive, and that's about it. So I have other weeks as well in this weekly archive. Yeah, I started doing this pretty recently though. So yeah, that's about the weekly spread or the weekly agenda. That's about it. Right, the next thing I want to show you is my inventory. Now my inventory is this page that contain, again you see the same quote, but look at this cover picture, isn't it cute? And I also like the icon. Again, I got it from the same site. The cover picture, I believe I got it from Pinterest. I'm not very sure. I think I got it from Pinterest. So yeah, my inventory contains everything that I'm studying, like all my flashcards, all my notes, everything is kept here. So I call each of these subjects domain because it's just fancier. Yeah, so in med school, we study all the different things that we need to know about the human body, right? In like phases. Like first you learn the basics, and then you learn the general conditions, which is like diseases that are like general to the whole body, and like infections and stuff. And then we study organ system wise. So we would study cardiovascular system, and when we are doing that, we'll study about all the cardiovascular diseases and infections, and then the endocrine system, and then the respiratory system, and the renal system, and all of like system wise. There's general and there's system wise. I've not really gotten to the general part, like the basic part, because it's incorporated in the system wise. So I've basically incorporated them in all of the system wise. So all of these system wise conditions, I'm going to put them in medicine. It's not how the subjects are demarcated in like our textbooks, like textbook wise, exam wise. It is not how it is demarcated. But in my notion, this medicine page is just this overarching, like if I'm doing cardiovascular system, all the physiology, the pathology, the medicine, the conditions, and the treatment management, everything of that will be in medicine. Whereas surgery is for like general surgery. I've only started with surgery, and OBG is a very separate. Clinically, it is very separate. The basics are the same, but yeah. So I would put them all in OBG. So now I have only that's why I call each of them a domain. I don't even know if this makes sense, but in my brain it does. So that's why I call them domain. They're not necessarily subjects. So now if you click on medicine, again you have the quote. quote. Yeah. I speak normally, but when I'm talking to someone that I'm a little not very comfortable with, or when I'm filming, I don't know why I get so awkward, and my pronunciation just gets weird. Yeah, so I have only, like I said, I have only endocrinology, and I have this template. Now I'm calling endocrinology, cardiovascular system, hematology, all of them subjects. So those all will go under medicine. And whatever does not go into medicine will go into the other respective subjects, domains. Yeah, so when you go into endocrinology, so whatever even surgical aspects and pathological aspects and physiological aspects of endocrinology will go in here, even though it's called medicine. So now this is all flashcards. I have so many views to explain. The first view is creation view. Okay, it's loaded. Basically what happens here is I just create this new topic that I'm studying, and I just keep creating flashcards under it. I'll just create a new topic. Let's say I'm doing thyroid tumors. Right? And then I would start creating flashcards, like so just say follicular adenoma. And then I would create another flashcard that is follicular carcinoma and stuff like that. Follicular carcinoma, and then all the other kinds of medullary carcinoma. Okay, whatever. So I would create all of this when I'm studying. So when the lecturer is taking the topic, they're like okay, let's discuss about follicular adenoma, then I would create this card. But if that's a very simple description, but if there is like a very much more intricate topic, not intricate, what's the word I'm looking for, but it's like a really huge topic with a lot of mini topics within it. So each of that mini topic could be a simple question, and those would be a single card. Some of these cards are like single liner, the answers would be single liner. Some of these cards would be like an essay, the answer would be an essay. So it really depends. It's kind of intuitively, I'm like, okay, this is one card and this is another card. That's just whatever makes sense in my brain is what becomes a card. Now let's say I've just done this and I've taken all the notes. After that, I will go over, I can like really access it right here itself, but I would go to the to study section, meaning I have to study this now because I have made notes. I have watched the lecture and made notes. Now I have to study it. And when I open this, these three will come up, right? And how they come up is, I'll tell you. Now when I open this, I'll fill up the domain. See, the thing is, even though I've put this under the medicine domain, in my curriculum, it's a topic that comes under pathology, or it comes under surgery, or it comes under, which these three are, or medicine. These three are the only things I'm dealing with as of now, other than my OBG clinics. So that would be the domain. Even though it comes under surgery, in my mind, it's a very, even though it comes under medicine domain, so in my mind, it's a very medicine domain. But in my curriculum, it comes under something else. So it would go that way. I really hope it makes sense. Or it could be like both medicine and surgery deal with it, or both medicine and pathology deal with it, something like that. Usually, if it does not have medicine at all, any medicine, if the whole topic, if whole thyroid does not contain any medicine component at all, it does, but let's say it does not, then it will not be in the medicine domain at all. Like general surgery and obviously OBG, right? That's why they have separate domains in the domain page itself. Let's fill in the domain. Let's just say it's medicine. It's not pathology and medicine. Let's just say that. Whatever. Yeah, so once I've done the notes, what I will do is I'll decide whether this is difficult to remember or moderate or easy to remember flashcard, or is it initially a little easy, hard, because it's conceptual. I just have to remember the concept, and then once I've revised them a couple of times, it gets super easy. That is, gets easy. And initially it's hard, it's super hard, but if I do it a few times, it gets to moderate. So basically, if it's initially moderate and then gets easy, it gets easy, right? And if it's initially hard and then gets moderate, it's initial hard. So those are the 5 classes or difficulties I can assign. So let's just say it gets easy, right? Usually I do a lot of them. Did you notice that it goes away from this to study section? Because once I've said the difficulty, means in my mind I have assessed how difficult it is. It goes away from this to study, because then it goes into the circulation of, is it a daily card or a weekly card or a monthly card? Because this was blank. If this was not there, it comes back here. The zone in which it is supposed to be classified is blank. The setup, my flashcards, the setup does not know where to put this flashcard. It's asking me, like, do I have to put it in? Is it a difficult card that you have to revise it every day, or is it an easy card that you don't have to revise it that often? Just tell me what it is, and I'll tell you how often to revise it. So once I tell it how difficult it is, it tells me, okay, it's a daily card because I have not even gotten it right once. But let's say I've gotten it right. So I've studied this today. So tomorrow I'll revise it. And I got it right once. and then it still says daily, so it will show up in my daily cards set, the set of cards I have to do every day. So tomorrow as well I will, the day after tomorrow as well I will do it. So let's say I got it right twice, it's still a daily. The next day I still do it because it's still a daily. Now I got it right thrice. Now my this system is like this. It's like, yeah, you got it right thrice, and it's a gets easy card. So now it's supposed to get much more easier. So it's enough if you do it the next Sunday, the week after it. It's enough. It's okay. And then I get it right that week as well. It's still a weekly. So the next week as well I will do it, the week after that. So let's say I get it right then as well. It goes to a monthly. So I'm like, the last Sunday of the month, if you do it, it's enough. And let's say I do it that day as well and I get it right. It's like done. You've revised this enough number of times and with enough frequency, enough spaced recollection, it's enough. Let's put it in done. Maybe if it's a very difficult card, we can revise it right before. Like it's very factual and you can't really like keep it in your memory for very long. You can revise it right before your exam. So that's how this works. And this, I don't want to do this. Because I have not really studied it. Yeah, so this is a formula. It looks pretty complicated, but it's not as complicated because if I can make up a formula, then it's definitely not complicated. It's basically like if the card is easy, then if you've repeated it this many times, then it's a weekly card or a daily card or a monthly card or a done card, right? So that's how this works. Now let's go to the next view. Okay, so like I said, I'm focusing majorly on medicine and patho and incorporating, like if the particular organ system has surgical aspects, then I will also incorporate that. But I'm focused on revising only patho because I'm in my learning phase of my preparation. So when I get to a more revision focused phase, I will revise them much more frequently, and I will revise all of the cards, like obviously in batches. But right now I'm only focused on revising daily, weekly, and no. Okay, yeah, so daily, weekly, and monthly patho, right? So basically daily patho is like all the cards that have the zone daily, and that depends on how difficult the card is and how many times I've gotten it right before. Let's say I'm doing it one day and I don't get the card right. So then that card, if let's say I've done it 4 times correctly, and so it's somewhere in weekly or monthly depending on how difficult it is, and that particular day I don't get it right. Now depending on how far off from the right answer I am, the card will have to not degrade, what's the word, get demoted. Yeah, so from 4 I'll probably bring it to a 0 if I got the answer totally off and was completely wrong, or if I just missed a few points, those aren't even as important. Then it will be from 4 it will probably degraded. I don't know, basically it'll go back to about a 3 or a 3.5 ish, right? Yeah, so now this created time is just there so that in the Kanban board it's all in order, because yeah, I don't like for it to not be in order. I want it to be in the same order that I study them in, so I create them in this order, so I want them to stay in this order. So it's only for that. And the last revision time is so that, let's say, I'll show you. So this is my daily patho that I have to do today. Let's say I do this. Let's say I do this one, and I try to recollect it, but I don't get it right. So it will still say 0, but I will have to change it, like change the got right from 0 to 0, so that the last revision time is today, because I changed the number today, even though I changed it from 0 to 0. Now that may be different. I might change it from 0 to a 1 or a 1 to a 0, right? But if I change the number today, or if I changed anything in the card today, then the last revision time is today. It means I have revised it in some way, shape or form today. And so that will go away from my daily patho. So at any point in my daily, weekly or monthly cards, I will only have cards that I have not done today. And that is what the last revision time is useful for. So weekly cards would just be like what I need to do on Sunday, meaning both daily and weekly cards. And monthly would be just daily, weekly and monthly cards. So the last Sunday of the month I would do all of them. So if on 6 days of the week I'll access the daily patho, daily view. On Sundays I'll view the weekly view, and on the last Sunday of every month, usually it's a lot more cards, it gets accumulated, so I would do it over the period of Saturday and Sunday. It would go to monthly patho. Now kinda this is just a temporary view for all the cards that I have gotten right in a fraction. It's not a whole number. So I'm like, I did not really get them right, but I did not necessarily get them wrong. So I kind of got them right. So I want to make them progress to the next number, but I'm not really actively focusing on it. So anytime I feel like it, I would just do it. It's just a place for all of them to exist. Yeah. Do you want to look at the filter I've applied for this? I don't know if this is better. Like I said, I'm not very good at this technology thing, but this is, it's funny to me. Yeah, so okay, the daily, weekly and monthly is just the same kind as patho, just that if they don't contain the domain patho, they won't appear in this. So this daily, weekly and monthly will be like, it's a daily card and it has the domain pathology, that is. Weekly is like daily or weekly, and it contains the domain pathology. But irrespective of whether they contain whether or not they contain the domain patho, surgery, medicine, whatever, if they're daily, they'll show up here, weekly they'll show up here, monthly they'll show up here. This I will use when I'm focused on revising everything and not just the pathological aspects of the conditions that I'm studying, right? So I'm not really using this. I usually use only these three, and actually the to study and creation as well. The check is just yeah, so basically I've not assigned any difficulty, so it'll show up if I've not assigned a difficulty, or it'll show up if I've the got right number is like unusually high or anything. Because one time I was revising this card, and instead of changing it from 5 to 6, instead of like doing a backspace and then 6, I just typed 6 directly, so it became a 56. And then the system was like, yeah, she's done it 56 times, let's just put it in a done card. And then I, thank goodness, by chance came across, and I was like, I've definitely not done it for 56 times. So I need some way to check if something is by mistake allotted a very randomly high number. Yeah. So zone is blank, or if the topic is empty, like if I've not even assigned the topic, or the got rate is more than 16, which I'm not doing anytime soon. I'm not giving 16 revisions to anything. Like I said, I'm in a very I'm in the studying phase, so understanding phase. My water bottle is leaning, my phone is leaning on my water bottle, so I can't really take my water bottle off and drink some water, but I am very thirsty. So yeah, the next thing I want to show is, one second. Okay, so let's get back to it. Where was I? Yeah, so the check is just for checking if something is very wrong with the system. Like I explained that. The old cards is just everything that is, the zone is done for them. So like, I don't know, it's not really purposeful, but it's just nice seeing that I've revised these many cards enough number of times, and so they're all like done for now. The next thing is just finished. Now I showed you in the weekly or the daily or the monthly views, if I change or alter any aspect of the card today, then they will go away from that view. Now I don't want to have to go to the creation view and search for them in that. It's not a very extensive collection, but it's a lot for me to want to have to go there and search for them. So they'll appear here in just finished. So this just finished just contains all the cards that have been modified or created today. So last revised time, which is just this feature of last modified time on Notion, right? So if its last modified time is today, it'll appear here. So that's just finished. It's just for, if I by mistake, if I just have made any mistake in the assignment of assigning of the number of times I've got it right, so I can just access them here. It's super easy. And when I'm doing a lot of cards a day sometimes, and it's so demotivating to see so many cards still left to do, I can come here and see that I've done more than 50% of them, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you know what, I can probably do that as well because I've done so many. It's kind of motivating. Yeah. The next thing is all cards. It's just all of the cards, just all of them. There's I don't even know why I have this, but it's just all of them. Instead of being in a Kanban board, it's just all in a nice table. I like the table. So now I'll show you one more thing. The updation is just, again, this is also a very temporary one. I have it only in my medicine. I don't have it in any other domain, because when I was initially studying, I was listening to the lecture and I was making notes and I was making these cards, and I was having to type all of these answers within these cards using what are these called, toggles. So it was taking so much time because I'm literally taking notes 2 times, and I was like halfway through that. Can you see this icon, this page folded icon? It means I have written something or I have added something into the card, like it has some form of an answer, right? But you can see all of these cards and all don't have any of those icons. That's because, can you see? I'm not sure if you can see. That's because halfway through I decided, I'm like, this is taking way too much time. I'm just gonna write down the questions, and I'm not really gonna have to type. I'm not gonna type the answers again, and it's just going to be in my notebook, like the written notes I've taken, and that's more than enough. And then I realized, like I said, I'm not very I've been using Notion for not that long, and that too on a laptop. Using on a phone is so much more restrictive. And then I realized that I can literally take pictures of my written notes and add them to this. I think I have added here. And I can add all the notes here, so I have one place to access all of them, the questions and the answers. Oh no, delete. It's so difficult to navigate because the setup is like that. I have a bunch of books and my phone, which I hope it doesn't fall, and my water bottle in between this laptop and me, and this laptop also is at an angle, so I can't really see the screen properly. So yeah, that is the updation. It just contains all of the cards which I haven't really completely written all the answers in them, so I need to be writing all the answers in them, like taking pictures and updating basically the cards. So that is just, again, I'm not doing it very seriously. Whenever I just feel like it, I'll just probably update 10 cards at a time, and that's it. So that's the whole. I can't believe I've already explained the entirety. Have I explained everything? I have. I really have, haven't I? That's it. I'll go back. Back. Oh god. Back. yeah, okay, so the next thing I have here is the medicine notes. This is not of any use right now. I don't have anything in it. I'll show you my OBG notes, which is the same setup, right? Oh, actually I can show you. Right, surgery is the same thing. I just have general surgery here. It's the same thing. OBG, it's the same thing. I have obstetrics and gynecology. Now I'll show you my OBG notes. This is like a not as organized study flashcards I have done, but it's just notes I've taken during the classes and random clinical topics. So it's just all of those notes and where I got yeah, so all of that. So it's just that. It's just it's like a random notebook, that's it. What else? Okay, I've shown you this endocrinology page. It's just this one. I explained everything here, right? I have shown you the OBG notes. I've shown you agenda. I'll show you this one. It's just yeah, it's just a list of, if I create, again I have this new day template, and if I just create this new day, let's say today is 16th July, right? I can create new sessions. It's just a checklist of things I need to do right before I sit down to study, so that I'm not distracted while I'm studying. So like filling my water bottle and emptying your bladder and I don't know what's funny about that, really. I don't want to have to get up even for that, but yeah. And like putting your phone on do not disturb and stuff like that. What else do I even have? And like getting all of the stationery that you'll probably need, and not over planning, and what am I going to study, where am I going to study, for how long am I going to study, all of that stuff, just to, you know. And once I'm done with the day, I don't really use this every day, but if I'm done with the day, I'll just put it in archive. No, you die. I mean, you get deleted. But once I'm done with I don't even use it every single day. I just use it whenever I feel like I'm getting very distracted that day, and I need some more, I need to get into flow state. So it's my flow state checklist. The next thing I have to show is a resources page. Oh, when I edited this yesterday, it was, yeah. I had to blur out all the links, so I'll have to do it all over again. It was a difficult task, but yeah, again you have the same code. It's just key is just a list of headings that I would have to write any answer, any essay in, any condition, anything they ask, I can write it in these headings. So it's kind of, instead of just looking at the question and just being blank, I'm like, I don't even know where to start. So I know where to start and where to, what direction to write the answers in. So it's just a key. Maybe I'll add more things the more I study, but for now, this is all I have. So the next thing is a brain dump. Me being an overthinker and over-analyzer, over-planner. Yeah. There's just a lot of things going on. There's a lot of subjects to study. There's a lot of exams to prepare. There's a lot of there's just overwhelm and whirlwind going on in my head, and I want to put all of that into not paper, on the screen, and then organize them. And once they are sorry, could you see that? That's my skill. Yeah. So once I organize that, it will go into the study plan. So once study plan is like an organized action plan, or like what's the word? Why is this word? Never mind. I really can't recollect the word I'm looking for. But okay, that's just like an organized, action plan of action that comes from this pile of brain dump. Yeah, and so the flow state I've shown you. I don't even know if I want to show all of this. Yeah, so yes, just what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna go about learning in general, and how I'm gonna go about approaching any exam. So yeah, nothing much to show. Flow state I've shown you already. The links part is just a bunch of links that are from my college and whatnot. It's for easy access, that's it. And then this archive. Oh, archive. So when I started using my academic Notion setup, like college had not started, so I was like, it's just so, everything is just so unorganized. I don't know, there's no like clarity at all, there's no structure, nothing. It was just everything was just so foggy and yeah, I don't know how to explain. So I tried to create simulate a college experience for myself. So I came up with like a syllabus and an exam schedule. It was the starting of summer or so. I think it was before summer even, but yeah, whatever. And I called it summer semester, and I made even a course schedule. I made like all these exams that I had to take up. I'll show you. It starts before this. Oh no, what? And I created all those exams that I have to take up, and I created some really cool formulas. I mean, in my books it's cool, probably it's very simple, but yeah. And I created all these topics that I have to get studied and whatnot, and I even have a template for the semester thingy. But all it managed to do was overwhelm me and push me into inaction. So I was like, yeah, no, you're gonna go into archive, and I'm gonna just, and college started, and then I cannot manage my mental college and my actual real college. I'm like, no, not happening. I'm just gonna stick to the basics. I'm gonna do only that's necessary, and whatever extra I want to do, I can do once I'm done with the necessary, right? Yeah, so that's what this archive contains. Oh my god, that's literally it. That's all I have to show. I don't have anything else to show. There's no other page at all to show. That's my Notion setup. That's it. Okay, let me know if you want to also see my personal setup. I'll probably have to blur a lot out in that, much more than, I'll probably just have to blur out the links in this one, which I've just recorded in my academic setup. I don't know, but that's about it. I hope it's actually even visible, whatever I've shown, and it's not just the screen making this thingy. But okay, that's about it. Bye. Take care.